I'm really glad that no one can ever hear me inside my helmet, because passerbys on the street would be terrified of me. That insane girl that rides that Harley, how can she be so crazy but also have good credit? What's up, everybody? So today I thought I would take a couple of minutes to just make a little video about my other bike. I already made a video going over my little Triumph Bonneville here. She's getting some work done. So I figured I'd make this one about my Harley. So this is my 2017 Harley Softail Slim S. She is a beast. She came with the high output twin cam 110B engine. She produces a little over 1800 cc. So this bike is obviously a lot heavier than my Bonneville. It's about a little over 700 pounds. Came with ABS, came with this lovely 2-to-1 Vance & Hines, I think it's a Pro exhaust. Got a little sissy bar action going on back here. There's some mini apes up on the front, which is awesome for my long arms. And there's some nice little bolt covers. They put a fuel pack in. Got my little bag there. So this is overall a great bike for either city or highway riding. I take it on a lot of long trips and it's super comfortable. Actually added this aftermarket Mustang wide tripper seat because the guy before me had a sundowner seat on it, and I just ain't trying to sit on a couch like that. So bike overall was really set up perfect for me. So when I found it used, I wanted to grab it, and I really like it. So figured we could just do a little tour of the bike as well as a little ride just to see how she goes. So while I'm here, let's give her a start. You can hear the exhaust. Fuel injected, and I don't have to hold the clutch down for this one. So it's quite a bit louder than my Bonneville. I wouldn't say it's like obnoxious, but it's loud. And overall, very pleasing. Yes, it pleases me. And yeah, it's a 6-speed engine. Super good for these fast highways here in Florida. So let's go take her out for a little spin. So here we are on the Slim. There is plenty of horsepower and plenty of torque to go around on this machine. If you really, it's got the 110 engine, so if you really want to look up the specs about this Screamin' Eagle motor and all of those fun details, go ahead and Google it, because by the time you read it on Google, it'll be faster than I could ever talk about it on the bike. So. Exhaust sounds pretty good on the road. It's not too loud, but it's definitely provides you with a voice on the road. That's kind of why I like it. My other bike is so quiet that people don't even hear me coming, and this I can actually like use it not only as a security blanket of, hey, I think people might hear me around them in traffic, but if somebody wants to do anything that's a little sketch or getting a little dicey, I just give them a little talking to, like, and they're gonna hear. So I like that you can use a louder exhaust like this as a voice on the road, respectfully, of course. One of the reasons that I really like Softails is because the way the frame is set up and the way that the seat is laid into the frame, it really does feel like you're sitting in the bike instead of just on top of it. So when you're maneuvering environment or any long highway trip and feel equally as comfortable. So that's why I like it. It's pretty versatile. I really enjoy these ape hangers. My arms are kind of long, I guess, for a girl, and these put me at a pretty comfortable position. I could probably even go like an inch or 2 inches higher, like, and this would also be great. But this is pretty good for where it's at. Pretty easy to read. You got a nice instrument panel here. Tells you everything you need to know about your speed, and you got the tachometer there as well. And usually I leave it right here in the fuel range so I know where I'm at. Tells you what gear you're in, all that happy stuff. And I think this bike is a pretty iconic, you know, classic. There's not too much going on with it, but there's enough here where you do feel like you're on a newer, nicer bike that's got some bells and whistles for convenience. So you got your little computer button here to switch through various odometers and tripometers, time, all that jazz. And then there is cruise control on this bike. Love, love, love the cruise control, man. It's a lifesaver sometimes. Oh my god, that plane is like very close to the ground. I really hope it's reaching the runway the right way, because I've never seen one that close here before. Okay. Perks of living by an airport. Hello. So, this bike really goes for it when you want to. That being said, I've never felt scared on this bike. I've never felt like, oh my god, like, there's so much throttle here, I can't handle it. It's never felt like that. The throttle is actually less touchy than my Bonneville, surprisingly enough. When I first started riding Harleys, I test rode like some, you know, my friends had some, and the shift, like the clutch lever, felt so heavy to me. I couldn't believe it. I was like, how the hell does anyone ride these? How do people ride these things and like enjoy it? And when it comes to this, like, what if you get stuck in traffic? Like your arm, you're like reaching and pulling and reaching and pulling, and it's so heavy. Like, oh my god. But you do get used to it pretty quickly. And overall, yeah, this bike just makes me feel really good. You know, I don't feel like super, super small and vulnerable like next to tractor trailers like this or anything. It's pretty good. And I got a lot of compliments on the bike, which is nice. Not that they matter necessarily, as long as the bike's good for you. So there you have it. That is my 2017 Softail Slim S. Wonderful bike, and really great addition to my little collection of assets here. I really like to have the balance between a bike like my Triumph in there and this, because they're so opposite. And you know, my mood changes daily. Gotta have that accommodation. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, reach out to me, and we'll see you next time.